as we left you in our last vlog, we were just on the bullet train leaving Tokyo, headed over to Kyoto. The trip was about 2.5 hours and super smooth. We had fun checking out these cool ice cream flavors at the train station. I especially like the look of the sprinkles one and the matcha flavor. They both look so good. We walked through the train station and then headed out onto street level. Kyoto was already such a different vibe to Tokyo and we were loving it, so we just ended up walking our suitcases over to our accommodation. It was about a 20-minute walk. We dropped them off and then headed back out to go and get some dinner in the main town of Kyoto. We actually ended up stumbling onto the Nishiki market, which usually hosts a lot of food restaurants, but as you can see, it was pretty closed for the evening. However, we did find this chicken skewer restaurant which served yakitori chicken skewers and they were so delicious. I would highly recommend if you're going through the market to get these ones. After the skewers, we popped into the store next door which was selling mochi, and I got a chocolate mochi for the first time. Super good. We have a very exciting day planned today. We left our accommodation about 8 AM and just walked over to one of the local bus stops. We caught a bus for about 20 minutes. We were heading to our first location of the day, which was the Golden Pavilion or Kinkaku-ji. We found the bus really helpful because it's not in walking distance kind of from the main area of Kyoto, so would recommend the bus to get you closer. We actually made a quick stop at 7-Eleven for some breakfast and then headed over to the pavilion. It opens about 9 AM. We got there at 9:15 and it was already quite busy with school groups and tour groups, but there's plenty of room for everyone. The pavilion itself is so gorgeous. It's a wooden pavilion, but the top 2 layers are covered with a golden leaf, so it makes it really pop and it looks so elegant and beautiful. We also saw some fish swimming around in the pond. They have these little shrines along the way where everyone's throwing coins and getting them in their little pot. And we've just found one and there's so many coins. Let me show you. Look at that. Those are all coins. All Japanese yen coins. And the goal is to try and get it in the little cup. So we will try with this 1 cent coin, which is very light. Another one in the pile. And it's Mother's Day today, so what better day than to be traveling Japan with Mum? And we have another special day tomorrow, but I'm sure you'll see that then. Wow. So stunning. I had to get a white mocha. I did get a matcha from 7-Eleven this morning, but it wasn't great compared to the 2 cafe matchas I've had. So getting a mocha just to balance out the vibes. And we also picked up water bottles for the day. But it was supposed to be a cold, cloudy day with rain all afternoon, but the sun is out, it is shining. We are both in t-shirts and skirts and it is looking like a lovely day here. We're going to head over to the Arashiyama monkey and bamboo forest, so that'd be super good. We both have jumpers though, so if the weather takes a turn, we will be ready. We are on our way to Arashiyama, where they have a monkey park and a bamboo forest, and we are super keen. We got off the tram at Arashiyama and immediately stumbled onto the Kimono Forest, which is this art installation using traditional kimono fabrics displayed in these cylindrical poles, as you can see, and it was so beautiful, such a well set up design, and as I said, right at the tram station, so hard to miss. We then made our way over to the bamboo forest, which was only a 5 to 10 minute walk from the tram station. The bamboo forest is absolutely breathtaking, but as you can see, it is a very, very popular tourist location in Kyoto. We visited at about 12 PM, but I'm sure if you come earlier in the day, you'll beat the crowds, but it's just something to be aware of if you're visiting. We then left the bamboo forest and got some lunch before heading over the bridge and visiting the monkey park. Hi everyone, we made it to Arashiyama. We went into the bamboo forest, it was super cool. We have wandered around the streets, we got a katsu curry for lunch, and now we're at the monkey park. So it was $8 Australian for each of us to get into the park. It's a big walk up a hill for about 20 minutes, and then there's monkeys who live there, who I think can be a bit cheeky. So we're gonna go up, have a look, and we're very excited. Okay, Mum's gonna try this drink that my brother recommended. It's
Ion supply drink. Should I
you gotta show the bottle. Hikari Sweat. We have no idea. I think it's like water with hydrolytes. First reaction.
It's like, yeah, hydrolyte. It's like
It's like lemony.
yeah,
it's
lemon.
Alright. No, it's alright. It's just like Gatorade, Powerade vibe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Anyway, if we go to see the monkeys, we're going up maybe one of the biggest staircases we've been up in Japan. Probably is. It just keeps going. We're at the monkey park. Let me show you how cute they are. Look at this guy, just chilling. No heaps, just walking around. You can go inside and feed them. Up on the roof. Babies. On our way back to the tram, we got to stop in the Miffy store at Arashiyama, and it was so cute. They had all these little dishes and trinkets that were all Miffy themed. They even had a bakery with Miffy bakery items. It was so cool. We caught the tram back, and that was it for day 6. Day 7, it's Mum's birthday, and we're off to Nara to see the deer. We arrived about 10 AM, and immediately off the bat, there were deer everywhere. There are vendors all around Nara that sell these big stacks of biscuits that you can feed to the deer for about 200 yen or $2 Australian. Now, while we had so much fun feeding the deer, I will just say be ready because they can become quite cheeky, even biting people for the food. Guys, we are at the deer park. Already these deer are so incredibly cheeky. Look at them! Mum is getting surrounded, so they know. While some deer are very cheeky, there are some that are very sweet, just like this one deer who kept bowing at me and I kept bowing back at him, and they just look so gentle, and they're not pushy, so don't be afraid that you're going to get bitten by all of the deer. Some are very, very calm, very gentle. We are in Nara today. Nara with the deer. It's Mum's birthday. We have been bitten. We have been nudged. We've had a dirty nose wiped on us. Yeah. But honestly, they are too cute. So we forgive them immediately. There are so many deer around. We're actually in the Todai-ji temple right now. We've left the main deer park, but there's still deer everywhere. Yeah, they're gorgeous, gorgeous animals. I was saying to Mum, I think they look a bit like kangaroos on their head. Just the form of their nose and their head and their big ears. Yeah, so we're just having a nice walk around the Todai-ji temple, and then we might go back to the deer park and feed some more deer. They're very smart. They know when you have the crackers that they eat. It was actually so hard to say goodbye to the deer. They were so gorgeous and we had such a lovely time. I would highly recommend a day trip to Nara if you have the time to do that. We stopped by 7-Eleven, of course, got some snacks and a late lunch. Then we took the train back to Kyoto. We popped back into Nishiki markets to do some shopping, and somehow we ended up at this fish foot spa place. We are getting our dead skin eaten off by fish right now. It is a very unique experience. Very unique experience. Words cannot describe. We paid for 10 minutes and it's extremely odd. I'm not sure if we're going to last for 10 minutes, but you know what? YOLO. We then stopped in at Don Quixote, which is 100% as overstimulating as everyone says it is. We made our way back to our accommodation and that was it for day 7. This was one of our favourite days on our Japan trip, so would again highly recommend visiting Nara if you have the time. We had a very exciting start to the day on day 8. As you can see, we are hanging out with pigs, more specifically mini pigs, in an animal cafe here in Kyoto. Now there are animal cafes all over Japan, all different sorts of animals. We were quite interested in the mini pig one, so we booked it in, which I would recommend, and we did it with this company called Me Pig, MI Pig. It's right near the Nishiki markets. Now, we did have a good time overall with the mini pigs, but there are a couple things we weren't really expecting, so I'll just give you a little rundown. So firstly, the pigs were a bit bigger than we thought they would be. There was definitely an age range of the pigs that were in the room with us. Like there were some younger pigs, and then there were some older, bigger pigs. And the second thing that was quite a surprise was fighting. So the bigger pigs were starting fights with the younger pigs in the room with us. So they'd come up, whether there was a pig on your lap or next to you, and they'd come and jump on it and bite it. And it was so much squealing and screaming from the pigs that it was a bit scary and intimidating for us who were sitting there. And the staff were literally coming up and ripping the pigs off each other from fighting. So that was definitely a surprise that we weren't ready for. But then there are other pigs like these guys who are just happy to fall asleep on your lap and just, get back scratches. But that's just something to keep in mind. As I said, we did overall have a good experience, but I probably wouldn't go back. We did get a free drink as well, which was included in our ticket. Our next stop for the day was the Fushimi Inari shrine, which was probably the busiest tourist site we went to in Kyoto. We thought the bamboo forest was a bit busy, but this is next level. Yeah, absolutely everyone is here. If you do want to beat the crowds, you probably need to come about 6 a.m. in the morning. We visited at 1 p.m. and yes, it was very busy. We found that the higher up the walk that you went, the quieter that it got, and there were plenty of you know, photo opportunities and views from the top.
Hello. Today we are at the Fushimi Inari shrine in Kyoto. It's a beautiful 26-degree day today. So we are out in our summer wear. It's beautiful, blue skies, sun is shining. Yeah.
We really enjoyed strolling around the streets of Gion and just popping into little stores on the side of the streets. As you can see, it is incredibly busy here again. Gion is a very busy tourist area, but it's such a beautiful part of Kyoto, so I would highly recommend visiting. I grabbed a matcha and we slowly made our way back to our accommodation, and that was it for day 8. Today we are sadly leaving Kyoto but headed over to Osaka. We packed up our stuff and got the train about midday. It only took half an hour to get there and was a very smooth journey. That is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for the Osaka vlog.